Oh boy, do we got another one here on the bench. So we decided to take a break from the 750. There's the engine down there just peeing all over my floor. We're still trying to figure out what we're going to do with that. In the meantime, I get this creme de la creme right here. So what we're feasting our eyes upon is a 2002 Yamaha R1. Just got this to the house, just got it on the lift, and I've been taking a cursory look over it first. And I know I was complaining really bad on the GSXR 750, but I think this one's even worse. Alright, so let's get the obvious stuff out of the way first. The Poverty Chrome paint job on the frame, terrible. Covers, terrible. Might look okay in the video, but it's terrible. Paint job on the rear wheel. Look at that. Look at that. Terrible. Poverty Chrome on the rear wheel hugger. Oh my gosh. Extensive use of colored zip ties and duct tape. More Poverty Chrome. Yeah, this is just one side. Yeah, Rainbow Bright. Guy must have bought a bag of 1,000 zip ties and used every single one of them. The overspray on the forks, that's nice. Weird that we have horn wires up here and a horn down here, but nothing's hooked up. If we turn the key on, I've got the pump unplugged now. I'll show you why here in a second. But we get codes 11 and 21. I do believe the 21 is a coolant issue and the 11 is a crank angle sensor, so we'll dive into that. But if we notice here, we got more zip ties and duct tape. We got the return line blocked off. Now when I turn the key with the pump and stuff hooked up, I got fuel dripping down there. So I don't know if we can see this or not, but let's see. Down there next to that white plug is the return line. Yeah, it just sprays fuel right out of there. It's freaking awesome. We got hose clamps and rubber line. Let's walk around over here to the other side. More zip ties, hose clamps. That hose is ripped. Yeah, we got nothing for exhaust down here. So here's a crank angle sensor right here. And if we follow this up to this nest, I did check the plug, make sure it was plugged in, did check the fuses. We got electrical tape over everything. That's always fun. We got more zip ties. More zip ties. Let's see what the brake fluid looks like. Yeah, that's just nasty. We're just gonna do the right thing and pretend like we didn't see that. I haven't done anything other than lift the tank up and just kind of poked around and looked around. We got craziness happening down here. I don't know what any of this stuff is, so we'll have to look into it. We got amazing hardware selections here. We have got broken stuff here. Ground for something. We got a bunch of overspray. We can see that it was blue, then white, and then this reddish copper color, and then black. Come on, guys. He had hot glue over the VIN number and the sticker here, which astounds me because we have painter's tape right here. Yeah. So I don't know anything other than that. We've got a epoxy repair on the overflow bottle. I got this wonderful looking thing in here. Let me go to the other side and get a light. So if we look, radiator's kind of crusty. No, this radiator is done. There's like very little fin left over here. No big old holes. Lovely. More electrical tape. I did check all the fuses. Oh, this thing is nasty. It's been lowered, which that's got to go on the list to fix that. We got overspray on the shock tower. Trailer lights for turn signals. On the rear anyway. We've got, this is going to be a wiring nightmare. I've seen splices and electrical tape and splices, and so I guess the first thing we're going to do, let's get the light real quick. Let's check the oil situation. Well, not 100% sure that's a situation. Well, it's definitely a situation. But it looks way over full of oil. I wonder how much fuel is in that oil. Or maybe even coolant. Hope not. Hopefully not. Oil smells like gas. We got some sort of red something or other down there in the clutch basket. So this might have a pretty decent clutch in it. Don't know anything about the gears. Never heard this run. Does. No, that might be a stock header. If we come around back over here to this side. Hose clamp. It's supposed to be way up here. It's way down here. Hose clamp, supposed to be up here. End of the radiator inlet is down here. Hose clamp's not doing fuck all. More overspray. Watto electrical tape. Let's see. I don't know what this mess is. More zip ties, more overspray. Going out to the back, everything looks alright except for it's lowered. Can't have that. It's a great way to hurt somebody. It's probably where the key is supposed to go for the rear seat. We got overspray on the throttle bodies. This situation's gonna be fun to deal with. We'll figure something out for that. Let's see, will it even tell us miles? No, but it thinks it's 140 degrees. That's kind of cool. So, poverty chrome. It looks melted. the steel braided lines going down to the front, which are all rusted all to hell. And got a steel braided rear brake line. Nice, nice. So this is going to be our next project until we can figure out what to do with the old 750 sitting over there. I got a feeling this is going to be disastrous. Anyway, there we are. Here is day one on this pile of shit. So I have spent hours unwrapping all the electrical tape. You can see I got all these wires open and I've been tracing them going from the ECU forward and back and left and right. And the code I was getting is 11, which is the cylinder, what is it, multi-cylinder position, basically the cam sensor. And what I found out was, so we've got this big bundle of blue wires here. They all go through and one of them shot up here. But I could not get continuity from here to here to here. And as I was unwrapping all of this crap, this wire right here just pulled out and was cut. So basically, to give you an idea of what I was getting, if we do that, come up here and we look, we should get an 11 on here as well. And it may not show it until after. But here I've got a spark plug and a coil. No spark. We've got no spark right there. And it's still not showing. It's showing the 21 and the 30. 21 I think is this coolant temp sensor, and the 30 is probably this sensor down here on the fuel rail that had this type of yes, that's all the crap that was on it, trying to connect those two wires to these two wires. So I still have to figure out polarity on those and get those hooked back up, solder them back in. But if we go ahead and I am jumpering this blue wire here up, and if we follow it up, it goes through this sub harness to right here on the cam sensor. So all I am doing is jumpering it. Alright, so we've got it connected there, and we've got it connected there. Obviously make sure nothing is going to short. Now I think we should have spark. So now we have spark, and God, that's some bad gas smells coming through these throttle bodies. But I can't get it to run yet. So I don't know if this guy has to do something with this. I still think there's an issue with the ECU. But I've got spark. So onward and upward, I guess. So I went ahead and took my coil out and put it back on there. Let me see if I can find my gas bottle. I know it's not going to light up, but it would be awesome to get it to cough, fart, sputter, or something. So let's just see what it does. God, it smells terrible. And this has got 2-stroke oil in the fuel just to help lubricate the upper cylinders. Weird that we're getting smoke out of the vent hose. that starter nice and hot. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. We're making headway. I'm going to have to figure out how I want to route this repair on this wire, which is probably just going to be up the harness. I'm not going to split it open to do that. So anyway, that's day one. I want to add this to the end of this video before I forget. So all the wire that you see unwrapped, that was all electrical taped. I did not cut any of this the sleeving off. This is what I think was going on, is somebody had the code 11 up here, which means the cam sensor is not signaling back to the ECU, and I think somebody was trying to diagnose this. So all of that pile of electrical tape was wrapped around all of this. So I think somebody was trying to chase it down, and when I was playing with it, this blue wire was inside this sheath, and I was trying to find continuity. I could find continuity between here and here, but I couldn't get anything up here, and I just happened, it was on accident more than anything else. I was pulling on that wire, and it pulled out, and then it pulled out, so I grabbed it, and I pulled it all the way out, so it was broken that far into the harness. So they were almost there. Excuse me, they just wasn't there, just didn't follow through with it. Like I said, I was just over here running the continuity meter around and came across that. And this is the plug that goes on this sensor here, and if I look at it, that's a blue wire, and I almost want to say that's either black or a black and white wire. But they had these two red wires plugged, butt connectored up to it. So I'm not even 100% sure if those are the right wires that go here. So I'm going to have to do some research on that. But I just wish it would light off, give me a cough or a fart or something, so I know that the cam timings are fine. I hope that's not the case, but let's see what it does. Oh, I heard a pop. Wasn't much of a pop, but I heard a pop. Let's give it some more motion lotion. And this is the choke rail here. Yes, it's throttle body, but throttle body fuel injection, but it's still based on CV carburetor technology. Yeah, no. And these things are pretty damn nasty. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it off there.